excited to be here again today. Now, I was at a sister's event in the course of the weekend, and one question was asked, and there was a scripture that popped up in my spirit to answer that question. And that's what I'll be sharing with us today to lead us to what I will be tagging the attitude of gratitude. I know we've always heard that over and over again, but it just makes a lot of sense and it is very beneficial to our lives, both our body, our soul, and our spirit. If not, God will not recommend it. So this was the question. It was more like, how do you remain, role models as mothers, even in the world where there's so much distractions, and still remain like true to your values? And the scripture popped up in my spirit. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. Before I even read the scripture, the truth is that obviously with so many distractions here and there and so many things calling for our attention, we kind of get stressed, feel overwhelmed, worn out, depressed, sometimes even by things we see on social media. You're like, oh, I wish that I could be like that, I could be like that. Comparing yourself to what other people when it's not healthy, even for your soul and for your spirit, even your physical body. So I'll read the scripture quickly. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6. I will encourage you to read 6 to 9. But for this, I'll just read 6 and 7. The Passion Translation. The Passion Translation. I love the translation so much. It says, and I read, don't be pulled in different directions. Don't be pulled in different directions. Be saturated in prayer throughout each day, offering your faith-filled requests before God with overflowing gratitude. And that's where my key point today is going to be. Is it offering your faith-filled request unto God with overflowing gratitude? Last week, we talked about stretching your faith when we looked at the book of John chapter 6. And one of the things that, was key there was Jesus lifted the bread and he gave thanks. And that is still the attitude of gratitude. When you are grateful, this is what happens. The verse 7, I'll read it and then I'll quickly share with us. Is that then God's wonderful peace that transcends human understanding will guard your heart. Will guard your heart every single day. I'll stop there. You can read the remaining part of the scripture yourself. So now the truth is that most times you don't wait till you feel like praising before you praise. I don't wait till I feel like praising or being grateful before I give thanks. If I have to wait till when I feel like, I will never do it at all. And that's why I will encourage you today. Don't wait till when you feel like it before you praise, before you give thanks, before you're grateful. You need to be grateful for everything and anything. The truth is that you can actually change your atmosphere. You can actually change your spiritual environment with praise, with thanksgiving, with gratitude, even when things don't look like it. And that is how one of the ways you can actually overcome these distractions, the stress. Because do you actually feel overwhelmed? There's a scripture I also love, Matthew 11:28 in Message translation. It was Jesus that was speaking there. He said, are you worn out? Are you burnt out? And that could be your situation. He said, come with me. Do you feel stressed? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel worn out? Do you feel burnt out? Do you feel, overwhelmed with everything? One thing is, do not focus on that issue. Do not focus on the challenge. Focus on God. Because what you focus on actually magnifies. When you focus on the challenge, it magnifies. But when you focus on God, God is magnified in your eyes, in your heart, in your understanding. You begin to see the God that is bigger than the issue that you have. And like that scripture says, so many things are drawing for our attention, so many things would like to pull us left to right and center. But when you develop and you create that habit and that attitude constantly of gratitude, of praise, of thanksgiving, you change the equation, you change the atmosphere, because the spiritual actually controls the physical. Your focus is now on God rather than the situation, and then you begin to see the possibilities even beyond the present situations that you find yourself. So I don't know what your goals or your dreams and your visions are. One of the things as well that actually accompanies when you give thanks, when you're grateful, when you feel that peace. Say the peace that passes human understanding will guard your heart. So fill your heart with overflowing gratitude and don't be pulled in different directions, so that you remain focused on God. And then the accompanies, you have peace. When that peace comes, it comes with joy. And when joy comes with strength. And above all, you will feel God near you, because God inhabits the praises of his people. What is much more important and significant than always knowing and feeling the presence of God where you are at all times? Not only feeling it around you, but knowing that, yes, feeling it on your inside, because you carry him. And that is what I will leave with you today. So no matter where you think you are, your goals, your visions, your dreams, or what the situation that is surrounding you at this moment, focus on God and be grateful. Develop that attitude of gratitude even in the midst of the challenges, even in the midst of the issues, in the midst of the storm. And don't allow the storm to pull you in different directions, and you will discover the peace of God that passeth all understanding will guard your heart from now till eternity. God bless you.